You are the limitation. There is no limitation but you. And that limitation is assigned by you. So you have to understand that if you want to do something and you say you can't, you create a self-imposed limitation and you limit your own ability to do what you want to do. So you have to understand that all limiting factors in your life were set by you. And the moment you can become aware of that, the moment you can accept the truth that there is no limit, you are free, you can start delimiting the limiting beliefs and you can start moving towards the destination you want to move towards. You have to understand that people are living in a warped reality where they create a shit ton of self-limitations and they just go day by day, consuming themselves within their self-limitations, and then they use their self-limitations as excuses to not push past their own limitations. So you need to take responsibility and accountability to the fact that you have imposed self-limitations. The moment you rid your self-limitations, that's when you're operating from a higher frequency. You can start making better, stronger moves on the chessboard. You can't jump across the board if you've limited yourself to a pond. You need to understand that you can shape into whatever fucking piece you want to be. You want to be a queen, you move across the entire board like a queen. If you want to take it step by step like a king, like a real king, then you take it step by step like a real king. But you need to understand that if you are moving across the board like a pond, you can't even go any direction you want to. You have imposed that on yourself. You have willed that into existence. You have subconsciously, unconsciously. Maybe someone gave you a limitation. Maybe someone told you you could never be the best at swimming. You could never be the best at soccer. Maybe someone told you and gave you that limitation. And since you weren't guarding the gates to your subconscious mind, you weren't protecting your perception, that belief grew into it was first a seed and then it grew into a tree within your mind, and now you are limiting yourself and regressing yourself when it comes to being the best at swimming or playing soccer. And you can take that limiting belief and you can assess that, so you can take that allegory and assess that to a million things. But you have to understand that if you are operating from a self-limiting belief system, you are taking away from your own life. You only live once. People don't fathom the weight. You have to understand that thoughts, words, they can hold weight. That's why when you say something to somebody, that word, that thought, if it's been holding a lot of tension, you drop that on somebody, they might not be able to pick it up. But you need to fathom, you need to comprehend the weight of your life. Like, people are going day by day not giving a fuck about their life. You can't be one of those individuals if you want to be living in a specific way, if you want to be living that lifestyle. You need to understand that the first step to rising in frequency, to begin working towards that lifestyle, is to rid your negative beliefs. And if you have any negative thoughts, if you have any negative beliefs, then you have to understand you are taking away from your own potential. You are decreasing the level of quantum contingency that you could be reaching if you just negated the negativity. You have to understand that nay means no. Gate as in gate. No gate, if. So you have to understand that if is a requisition. It's an action. So the suffix if means to take action, or well, not to take, to perform. If means to perform. So you have to understand that when you're performing, nay means no, gate. So you're performing no gate and you're performing that into reality. So no gate, performing that into reality. So imagine a big gate with no on it, and then you're performing that, right? So that takes a level of comprehension and discernment. But my point is, you are walking up to the gate of failure, to the gate of limitation, and then you are prescribing yourself with the limitation. You are lying to yourself that you cannot. You are looking at the gate and you are wondering how you're going to cross it, but then you are putting into action you never crossing it. You are putting into action, you are saying there's a gate in front of me and I cannot get to my destination. That's what you're saying. There's a big gate in front of you. There's a million ways to move around the gate, but you're gonna look at the gate and say it's not gonna work for me. That's on you. But what I'm trying to say is, all limiting beliefs are self-constructed. You need to construct yourself in a way where you no longer operate from self-limiting beliefs, because a self-limiting belief is a self-debilitating belief. And you need to rise in frequency to frequently see yourself not negating yourself into self-limiting beliefs, because you have to understand that people will give you self-limiting beliefs. If you put your hands, people will give you self-limiting beliefs. You have to let go of that, and that's a process in itself, but you have to go through that progress of being scrubbed from your sin, being scrubbed from your uncleanliness, your self-limiting beliefs. And the moment you relinquish all self-limiting beliefs, now you are operating from that frequency where you can get shit done. Now you are operating from a frequency where you are moving at a different level, a different altitude, a different height than other people, because they are stuck on the below. As above, so below. People are being stuck below because they have these beliefs that chain them to being below. But if you can unchain the chains, then you can stand up, and now you can see from above the clouds, right? So understand that all self-limiting beliefs are self-imposed. And if you impose self-limiting beliefs, then you're never going to impose unlimiting your self-limiting beliefs, because you believe in the self-limiting beliefs. You have to understand the power of belief before you can even understand how to get what you want in life. All right? I want you to, in the world, there's always going to be somebody doing what someone else is imposing as a limitation. In the world, there's always going to be somebody doing something that someone else imposed as a limitation. And the limiting belief, the person with the limiting belief is going to look at the person without the limiting belief and say that person was lucky. But in fact, it was the person who prescribed themselves a self-limiting belief that was mad unlucky, because of their mindset. They had a misfortunate mindset. So you have to understand that there's beliefs, and beliefs can add onto your life or they can take away. And if you are feeding the ones that are taking away through negative thought patterns, then you're gonna take away from yourself, because you are what you think. A man is what he thinketh. And if you are thinking about every way you can't get it done, if you are thinking about every way this won't work out for you, then you are imposing that onto yourself, because you are thinking it. You could think the absolute polarity of that and be in a high frequency, moving at a high speed. You're picking up momentum. You're just like a rocket ship about to go to the moon. So try to understand that your self-limiting beliefs are self-imposed. And the moment you can become aware to that fact, you can start being aware to what you are imposing on yourself. And the moment you realize what you impose, you can now unlimit your self-limiting beliefs, and you'll be all good. Like, that's it. It's just defeating your self-limiting beliefs. And you do that by being a better person and growing every day. Self-development. The development is the only resolution. No quick fixes, only development. And then you will develop and envelop a certain way of being, and that certain way of being will predicate itself to accomplishing what you see. And you need to rise in a higher frequency to be able to do that. So start with your self-limiting beliefs. Go ahead and click the link. Join the Patreon community. We have esoteric insights. Get your mind right. Get your soul right. Get your life right. Look at some knowledge that you will never find anywhere else but my Patreon community. Like, I dropped the most detailed, just go check it out. It'll be in the link. I'm not even gonna say nothing. Like, if you, I'm telling you, check it out, bro. Peace.